In 1976, a special version of the U.S. 1-cent coin was minted to commemorate a significant moment in American history, the bicentennial celebration of the United States independence. The U.S. Mint introduced a redesigned penny to mark the 200th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence, and it quickly became a symbol of national pride. At first glance, the 1976 penny might seem like just another standard coin, but what sets it apart from other pennies is its unique design. The reverse side features a bold depiction of the colonial drummer, an emblem of the American Revolution. Surrounding this central figure is the inscription 1776 to 1976, which ties the design to the bicentennial anniversary. While this commemorative coin was widely circulated, not all 1976 pennies are created equal. The majority of them are considered to be of average value, just 1 cent. However, there is a small fraction of these pennies that are much rarer and far more valuable to collectors. These rare specimens are what make the 1976 1-cent coin truly intriguing in the world of numismatics. The key to their value lies in the minting process and the specific conditions under which these coins were produced. In particular, there is one specific variety of the 1976 penny that has caused excitement in the coin collecting community, the 1976 no-mint mark penny. For most of the 1976 bicentennial pennies, you can find a mint mark on the obverse, indicating which U.S. Mint facility produced them. However, a small number of 1976 pennies lack this mint mark altogether, and it's this specific version that is highly sought after. But what makes this error even more fascinating is that it was only discovered after the coins had been widely circulated. Initially, no one realized the significance of a missing mint mark, but over time, collectors began to notice this anomaly. The rarity of these coins skyrocketed as more people started searching for them. The 1976 no-mint mark penny became a prized piece for those in the know, with its value growing exponentially as interest in it surged. If you happen to come across a 1976 penny without a mint mark in near-mint condition, you could be holding a piece of American history worth a substantial amount of money. These coins are incredibly difficult to find, and as a result, their value has increased significantly over the years. While a regular 1976 penny might be worth only 1 cent, the 1976 no-mint mark penny can fetch a far higher price from collectors eager to add this rare item to their collections. In terms of grading, the higher the quality of the coin, the more valuable it becomes. A well-preserved example of the 1976 no-mint mark penny in MS-65, mint state, or better condition can command thousands of dollars. Coins with significant wear or damage will, of course, be worth far less, but even these coins can still attract the attention of collectors if they are part of a complete set or if they have unique characteristics. So, how much could a 1976 penny without a mint mark be worth? Well, depending on the quality and demand, these rare coins can sometimes sell for as much as $20,000. That's right, you could find a 1976 no-mint mark penny that's worth a staggering $20,000. This makes it one of the most valuable pennies in American coin history, and it's a piece that many collectors dream of finding. Top 21979 US 1-cent coin stands as an intriguing example of how minor variations in design and minting errors can elevate a coin's value far beyond its face value. While most of us think of pennies as something we toss into jars or forget about in our pockets, there's a specific 1979 penny that has caught the attention of collectors worldwide, and it's not the usual kind of coin you'd expect to hold significant worth. The 1979 penny is not a special edition or commemorative coin like the bicentennial cent, but it still holds a unique place in coin collecting history due to its rare and interesting characteristics. One of the primary features that make the 1979 penny noteworthy is the change in the design of the reverse side. For most pennies of this era, the reverse would show the traditional image of the Lincoln Memorial. However, starting in 1959, the reverse design was replaced with an image of the Lincoln Memorial, a representation that had stood as the symbol of Lincoln's legacy for decades. But what sets the 1979 penny apart from the rest is the potential for rare minting errors that occurred during its production. During the late 1970s, the U.S. Mint experienced some unusual production quirks, and one of the most interesting errors happened in 1979. Some of the coins produced that year displayed double strikes or improper alignments, which significantly increases their value among collectors who have an eye for these rare and precious finds. These misprints and errors may seem like simple flaws to the untrained eye, but to a coin enthusiast, they are highly valuable. Another factor contributing to the allure of the 1979 penny is the variety in its mint marks. The U.S. Mint produces coins in different locations across the country, and pennies minted at different facilities will have different mint marks, such as D4 Denver or S4 San Francisco. In 1979, some of the coins produced at the San Francisco Mint were struck with a variety of unusual characteristics, leading to a higher demand for these specific pieces. The rarity of these coins has made them more attractive to collectors who are on the hunt for that elusive addition to complete their collection. Collectors and investors alike have long been aware that the key to a coin's value lies in the rarity and condition of the piece. As with any collectible, the more well-preserved the coin, the more likely it is to command a higher price. In the case of the 1979 penny, examples that are in pristine or near-mint condition can be worth much more than those showing signs of wear and age. Even a small imperfection, such as scratches or discoloration, can reduce its value significantly, which makes finding one in excellent condition a special achievement for any serious collector. And now, you might be wondering, how much is a 1979 penny worth? Well, while most of these coins are worth just 1 cent in everyday transactions, the rarer and more desirable varieties can fetch a much higher price. If you happen to stumble upon a 1979 penny with a unique minting error, a double die, or a well-maintained San Francisco variety, you could be looking at a potential value of up to $18,000. Yes, you read that right, $18,000. The 1979 penny is more than just a piece of change. It's a testament to the intricacies of the U.S. Mint's operations, the artistry of coin design, and the surprising world of numismatics. For those who are just getting started in coin collecting or for seasoned collectors on the lookout for hidden treasures, the 1979 penny is a great example of how something as simple as a penny can turn into a valuable asset worth thousands of dollars. Top 3 1981 U.S. 1-cent coin may not seem extraordinary at first glance, but to coin collectors and enthusiasts, it holds a fascinating place in the history of American currency. While most people might consider a penny just another small piece of change, the 1981 penny has a unique story to tell, one that revolves around minting errors, rare varieties, and a surprising potential for significant value. The U.S. Mint, as it always does, produced millions of these pennies in 1981, but what makes some of them stand out is the occurrence of subtle yet intriguing errors during their production. One of the most notable features of the 1981 penny is the transition that was happening within the mint at the time. During the late 1970s and early 1980s, the mint was refining its processes, and as a result, some interesting variations and mistakes crept into the coins. One such error that collectors have become particularly keen on is the double die variety. This occurs when a coin is struck more than once, and the second strike is slightly misaligned with the first. The result is a visible doubling effect on certain features of the coin, such as the date or lettering. A double die error on the 1981 penny can significantly increase its value because it is much rarer than a standard coin, and collectors are always on the lookout for these unique, misstruck pieces. For a numismatist, the presence of this error can turn an otherwise ordinary penny into a rare find. Aside from the double die variety, there is another key factor that has led to the growing interest in the 1981 penny: its distinctive mint marks. The U.S. Mint operates several facilities across the country, and each mint has its own distinctive mark. For the 1981 penny, the coins produced at the Philadelphia Mint do not carry a mint mark, while those from the Denver Mint feature a D mint mark. This small detail might seem insignificant, but to a collector, it's an essential piece of information that helps in determining the rarity and value of a coin. As with all coins, the condition plays a major role in determining the worth of the 1981 penny. A coin in poor condition will typically fetch only a fraction of its potential value, whereas a well-preserved example can command a premium. High-grade examples of the 1981 penny, particularly those that are free from scratches, tarnish, or signs of wear, can be worth considerably more. The higher the grade, the more desirable the coin is to collectors, especially those looking to complete their sets of specific years and mint marks. However, the true value of the 1981 penny comes from its rare varieties and potential errors, which can lead to a much higher price tag than most would expect. If you happen to find a 1981 penny with a notable double die error or in flawless condition with the right minting features, it could be worth much more than a simple 1-cent coin. Collectors are often willing to pay top dollar for these kinds of pieces, knowing that they hold a special place in the history of U.S. coinage. While most 1981 pennies circulate as everyday change, the rare varieties and minting errors present opportunities for collectors to discover something truly special. It's important to remember that finding such a coin is no easy task, and it takes time, expertise, and a bit of luck. However, if you happen to come across a 1981 penny that checks all the right boxes, whether it's a double die variety, a high-grade coin, or one with a specific mint mark, it could be worth an incredible amount of money. If you're fortunate enough to come across a 1981 penny with the right characteristics, such as a double die error or a perfect minting, you might be holding a coin worth as much as $19,000. Yes, that's right, $19,000. For something that was once just a piece of everyday change, that's an impressive amount of money, and it shows just how valuable rare coins can be in the world of numismatics.